Man for speaking with both Noel and Abel as they figure out what the group stages are going to look like. So MYK, we have our group set. These guys are going to be going at it. Top two from each side, one on winners, one on losers, will go into our final bracket, and that will decide, of course, who our champions are going to be. We could look at some of the other events that are going to be happening for our regional finals. You know, we are in today, the 13th, South America. Tomorrow we also have the broadcast for West Africa, but pretty much almost every week from there we have some action happening, so until early next year. So I hope you guys are looking forward to all the different regions as these players will be representing.
Mark them down. And as you guys saw right there in that video, thanks to Pass Mark, man, nicely done. And yeah, I'm super excited. We saw Noel earlier this year. Super strong Steve player, super strong.
Oh, yeah. So this is how it's going to play out. As you guys know, it's a round robin. We're going to go start with our A pool. And as we watch Noel, Sapito, Sergie, Mazter, who's a killer Kazuya player, as you guys may have seen already, and Alonso, they're going to be going at it. They're going to be battling out. And whoever gets the best record out of these pools, those two players will qualify into the bracket that's going to be happening on later on today. After that, we will switch over to Pool B, where we see Abel, Leo Chavez, Jackson 5, and Tojo battle it out. So I hope you guys are looking forward to this. We have good representation in terms of countries, but also characters, and I think it's going to be fun. I always thought, you know, throughout Latin America, there has been so much talent, and it's something that we really only started to see, at least from a U.S. perspective, during the Tag 2 days. But there are so many legendary stories. You know, the region itself, or Latin America in general, is just such a huge competitive spot for Tekken, you know, stemming all the way back to Tekken Tag Tournament 1. And
they
there's
still
been
played heavily there in Peru.
They played like crazy. And, you know, some of the best players in Peru were able to beat some of the best players in Korea in that game. And that is not easy to do, because that game was always widely considered. And, you know, I don't know, there's the talent pool in terms of technical ability has always been up there. So I think you guys are in for a treat, especially if you love seeing some skilled, flashy play. But either way, we have our first match that is going to be coming up, and I believe it is going to be Noel versus Alonso. So let's go into it. Noel, of course, our points leader overall for the region, as you can see.
These are so cool.
Yeah, these player cards. One of the players that he most respects, JDCR, who's actually playing at the Red Bull Kumite offline in the LCQ right now. He started in Tekken Tag 2, which is very interesting. And for some reason, we ask these guys what their favorite food is. I think this is also important as we bond as players. But he likes pizza.
Absolutely.
He likes pizza.
You know, that's one of the biggest treats about Tekken, right? Is being able to travel, make new friends through the game, and also try out new foods from the different countries. But Alonso as well. He's a favorite character, as you guys can see right there. Negan. But I think we also have another Negan player in the tournament with Jackson 5 with the Jack and the Negan. I'm excited to see the Negan. I've been having a blast with him lately, so I'm super stoked to see this match.
Yeah, and for Alonso, he started with Tekken Tag 1. So we got to think about the time difference. So Noel started with Tag 2, Alonso started with Tag 1. Tag 1 was like 67 years ago. By my count. My count.
You might be 2 years off, but you're like right there, Mark.
It's around there. It's obviously, you know, like I mentioned, like within the region, Tag 1 is such a beloved game, and it really helped, I think, pave the way for more Tekken fandom around the world, especially in certain regions, certain countries. So excited to see this matchup. We got a little bit of old school versus semi-new school. I feel like Tag 2 was a long time ago, even though it
does feel like a long time ago. But that's the thing. Like what you're saying, Mark. It's like, you know, they still play Tag 1 very heavily out there, right? Yeah. And you know, we never really get to see a Tekken game last for too long, right? And Tekken 7, as we've been saying throughout the lifespan of the game, that the long lifespan of Tekken 7, we just get to see like players getting into the game like season 2, season 3, and then you just see them blossom into this great tournament player. You know, it's just really beautiful to see. And also like Tag 1 is like the most beloved Tekken, I feel like, in terms of old school Tekkens, right? And just getting that same type of love for a newer Tekken game during my era, because I started in Tekken the Dark Resurrection days, you know? So it's like every time a new Tekken comes out, the last one kind of gets cannibalized by the new one. But Tekken 7, with the 5+ year lifespan, I've been loving the growth in the scene. Like, it's honestly so sick to see.
it's a very different generational ecosystem that we have here,
Right,
especially with Tekken 7. You know, it's a game that had content that was built out for several seasons, which is something that, you know, even the development team did not expect at the outset. Anyways, we are going to go into our first match. We could reminisce all day about how old we are, but let's talk about this matchup. We got Steve Fox, as you mentioned, from Noel, very, very strong Steve player, but we have Alonso using that Negan.
Yeah, another big treat as well is that the finals is all round robin format. So everybody in these pools are going to be fighting against each other. That just means we get more good ass Tekken for you guys at home. And I can't wait to see it. This matchup, you know, I've played it both ways several times. You know, I play Steve and Negan myself. And it's kind of interesting. Steve is like a pretty quick counter hit like boxer, right? So that back one, the 1-2-1, very effective against Negan because he doesn't really have too many good high crushes or even low crushes for that matter.
Oh yeah, and then we have Negan, which is a very, very unique character that has been entered into the Tekken world. You know, I don't think there's any other archetype in the series that's like him. Obviously, a very new and original design made specifically for Tekken 7.
Right, and you know, just the fact that he has Lucille with him gives him that extended range, which is so good for like having that disjointed hitbox and hurtbox when you're trying to clip other people's limbs when you're trying to whip punch them.
Oh yeah. Anyways, right now we're going to see how this is going to play out. Noel playing it very compact, and you know that's a trademark for most Steve players. You know, they don't like to swing unless they know it's going to hit. And one of the best swings in the game, he has two of them that pretty much complement each other. He has the back one and he has the down forward two.
The Great Wall of Steve Fox. This is the neutral, baby. This is neutral. Back one and down forward two. Man, Noel taking the first round.
You know, a lot of people will look at Tekken and kind of see, like, you know, Tekken is all about combos and juggles. Like, Steve doesn't need that. He won that first round by staying on the ground and just landing punches. He didn't even get a combo, but he was able to dominate that opening round.
Oh no, he didn't get the stomp. He actually went for down back four and he just back rolls it. Yeah, and that's the thing about Tekken, you know, it's like a lot of times it doesn't even come down to launchers. A lot of times Tekken is the little game, the little Tekken, the pokes, the sidestep, the minuscule stuff.
Yeah, it's about control because one of the things that you might not be able to feel just by watching it, if you're not familiar with it, is Steve controls so much of the match because of his amazing counter hit ability. Players don't want to get caught getting hit by a huge counter hit that could lead to even more damage.
Yeah, the back one also attached with the flicker safety, also attached with a power crush after that. It's just like so hard to and so scary to contest him sometimes. Oh my goodness, Alonso finds the sidestep too there. Okay, going for wall carry, gets the raise drive, first hit ground hitting, so he still had all his wall hits. That was sick.
If you asked me at the start of that combo, will it kill? I wouldn't have guessed right. That was an amazing sequence there from Alonso.
He had to hit the first hit grounded on that raise drive to get all that. Wow, he tried some funny business, intimidation. I think I saw the power crush, but he hit him with the back one before the power crush window even activated.
That's exactly why you can't take those liberties and start swinging on Steve. If you feel like you have the advantage, he's going to change your mind and go lights out on you.
Absolutely. That's in Japan. They call it Oyasumi Harada. That means good night Harada every time back one hits. And Alonso, though, magical down forward two to start it off, but Noel answering back.
He's trying to keep him there. Lancaster combo. He's been not afraid to use that. Nice punish.
Not a bad option against Steve. He can't launch that unlike other characters, but man, Alonso's still in huge trouble. Down 2-1, the patented round ender with Steve. It's so good, man. It's so good because it's a low to a mid for like round ending scenarios. What else do you need? A low that goes into a mid and you could duck cancel it so you can keep yourself safe. And right there, he blocked the low and then the mid tag.
Oh yeah, able to pull it out. Taking that first round, we have to talk about, you know, how important it is here in the group stages to make sure you are able to be consistent throughout, because it's not only about, you know, winning all your matches. Right. Even if somebody is out of contention, they could be the spoiler that makes it you go into either the winner side or the loser side. You have to play every single match seriously. Like, let's say you're feeling confident, you're like, oh, I'm up 2 matches, I won already 2 of my matches. You cannot slack off at all, because that could quickly turn around into a tiebreak situation where you are now at the disadvantage, and all of a sudden where you were feeling confident, you're going in on the loser side, and you do not want to go into the loser side when it comes to a top 4 bracket. There are more matches you have to overcome. You have to win a reset. You don't want to deal with that, especially with these amazing players. You already know the top 4 is going to be good players going in there, so you might as well get every advantage you can get.
Dude, and just like you said, Bart, you know, like with the round robin format, it actually gets crazy because it's like you want to close out with as many wins as possible with no losses. Because what if you tie with another guy in your pool? Then you're gonna have to do a tiebreaker scenario, and you don't even want to be there. You know, just because you could have won 2-0 against a certain player, but you decide to play with your food a little bit, and then you made it a 2-1. That one could really hurt you in this scenario in this type of format.
Let me talk about the real advantage going into here. So both Noel and Abel, we actually filmed this a few weeks ago, and they already knew who their opponents were in advance. So they had time to study, and I can't I can't even begin to talk about how important it is to know your matchup going into this, especially because, you know, you have this level of expectancy. It gives you that prep time, right?
It's so
and prep
important.
time is so valuable, especially if there's for example, if there was a matchup that you weren't feeling comfortable with, you have a few weeks time to kind of study it out. That can be the big difference.
Optimized combos, got the Intimidation 2 grounded ground stun to get the free OTG. Oh my god, I love the optimization from Alonso's Negan right now.
Oh yeah, he's making it work, but you know, he's still been having a tough time with Noel. Noel has really found so many ways to kind of open up his opponent, kind of get those counter hits, especially towards the end of the matches. But right now, Alonso's doing such a great job of, you know, kind of preventing that. He's going with those really annoying, man, I should not talk about that. I just jinxed him.
And the way Noel's playing too is just like, oh, great block on the foot stomp. Yeah, Noel's really pressing with the fact that like Negan doesn't have great high crushes, so he's dashing in his face. Back one. It's like, do something. It landed, but man, Alonso. Oh, that would have been a great frame trap. You wanted the plus frames. He had the while standing 1-2 into Intimidation 2. Went for the plus frames instead of the frame trap, and that's gonna cost him.
Oh my gosh, he was not ready for the 1-2-1 down 2. Hey, he pulled it off. That was nuts though. That was nuts.
Got a little scary. This lucky break though from Alonso floating. Noel's up forward 1 attempt there at the end of the round. No big drop in the combo.
I know the word for that. Cajones. Cajones. He was definitely on point there, but good stuff to Alonso, able to now go up 2-0. But, you know, I'm not going to count out Noel. He has been playing so well throughout this entire season.
My goodness. Dude, look at this pressure from Noel. Alonso's just trying to keep him at bay, but he's pushing him towards the wall. Okay, stepping away from it now. But still dealing with these walls of back ones and flicker jabs. Ooh, just taking the down 4s. So scary though. One low parry and Negan's dead here.
What's he gonna do?
Trying to fish for an Intimidation all low crush.
He's not buckling at all. There's time wasting.
Great challenge. Gotta go in now.
He might pull it off.
Down jab interrupt there was so well placed from Noel. Staying alive 2-1 in rounds. Look at the long range of that down forward 4. Okay, big back and forth. Noel really pressuring. I love this approach. Oh,
he's gonna get the wall as well. Into the follow-up. What's he gonna do? He went for the stomp.
Woo!
Lancaster combo again, and look at that. He has tied it up on rounds. Not just that, he's pulling away. If he can win this round, it's gonna be big trouble for Alonso.
The magic down forward 2. Nice optimization.
Oh man, Alonso making that comeback.
Favorite move. Oh, one
good
too
night.
many booms. Boom for you. Nice block on the running one. Good punish as well.
Oh, what a whip punish.
Oh my goodness.
It's gonna hurt. He's gonna do a ton of damage.
Wow, Noel going up 2-0 against Alonso. Wow.
Good stuff, man. That is how you get the points that you need to be able to advance, of course, into what is destined to be an epic bracket finals. But man, good stuff to Noel.
Yeah, man. You know, honestly, that was so sick. Like, how often do you see a Steve player pressing forward and then hitting back one? Like, I love seeing counter hit back ones when the Steve player is dashing in your face. Like that. That's the best. That's the best.
Oh yeah, it's like he's like tempting his opponent. Like, go ahead, press a button. I'm in your face. Do it, and then as soon as you try something, boom, lights out.
Yep. And with
Oyasumi Nasai.
That's exactly what we saw too. Like Negan doesn't have too many high crush options too. And as soon as like he got a little bit of momentum, like Noel can sense that, and he's like, "Oh, you want to go for bam? That's a little bit of a slower move you got there. Boom, back one. You know, so that's what you're looking for as a Steve player. So great stuff, Noel.
Yeah, and obviously that he knew that going into it. Like, what is he gonna do? Is he gonna crouch and like low jab me and low kick me all day? He's not gonna whittle away my life bar with that. But good stuff nonetheless. Noel will be moving on. He now has a nice shiny point in the lead in terms of round robin. We have more matches that are going to be coming up, and I hope you guys are looking forward to it as we go throughout Group A. After we are done with the entirety of Group A, we will be going to Group B later today, and of course finalizing what we have for the bracket as well. So let's go ahead and see what our next match is going to be. The legend who's been playing since Tekken 2. I'm not even going to say how far away that was or how long ago that was, but Sapito, as you guys may know if you've been watching, you know, a lot of these broadcasts from Latin America over the past few years, he has definitely been around for quite some time now. Favorite food, of course, the Peruvian special, lomo saltado. Love it. He's going to go up against Sergie Mazter, the Mishima specialist.
Look at the player he respects as well. Jang-Ik-Soo. I don't even see that name come up anymore. But you know he's a Tag 1 legend. And with the Tag 1 representation out there, like, man, like, Jang-Ik-Soo was like the first one that really pioneered like that wave dash, heavy backdash style with like the scene at the time. That's
man. Okay, we were just talking about like wave dash, Mishima legend, and then he's picking Zafina. What's happening here? What is going on here?
I've been seeing him bring out the Zafina more and more lately, but you know, obviously a Kazuya master, a Kazuya legend. But his Zafina's mad nice too, and he may be playing it for the matchup. Sapito has a really nice lay and a ling as well.
Oh yeah. Anyways, we're gonna go into the matchup here. Sergie Mazter versus Sapito as they battle it out. Of course, so much on the line. These four players in the group are all good. They are so good.
Yeah, this whole finals is crazy, and the fact that they're all in a round robin pulled together.
Actually, we should bring that up. You know, for these regional finals, there are no scrubs here. This is all best of the best in terms of the region. Anyways, going into it, nice. Gets the back 1+2 combo. See how Sergie's able to kind of control from here. You know, Zafina, one of those characters where she has just such amazing movement that complements her moves to get in and out.
All right, and then Tiger stance, super scary. Got some 50-50s, Panther stance as well. Those two stances are probably the two scariest from Lei. Great stuff from Sergie, challenging it though. Oh, it's less than 10 seconds. Oh, the Razor Rush to track her down. Where are you going?
You know, as a player, you know, on the defensive mindset, like when you see Lei kind of whiffing some hits of the Razor Rush, that usually is kind of your opportunity. Like, I want to net in a counter hit, but sometimes that Razor Rush punch just stays out a little bit longer than you would expect, and you get hit for it.
Absolutely, and sometimes you got to like take a certain hits just to try to step out of it, and it's like with that little life, it's so hard to pull. But man, gets the counter hit. Tiger 1. That's going to be a safe mid launcher.
Oh yeah, and he does have the life lead here, but again, with Rage, Zafina becomes a different kind of beast. You know, it gives her access to that really good Rage drive that she has, which nets her a punish in her combo that she normally can't get speed-wise. Oh my gosh, she gets the follow-up.
This could be it. No! Didn't get the screw into the dash! Oh my god, no duck on the string either!
Oh my god, down there, he's gonna hit that second hit!
It got there in time! It got there in time! Dude,
all right, I'm done. You could handle. I'm out. I'm leaving.
Dude, already? That was crazy. And honestly, Sapito is making it so hard for Sergie to chase him down with Lei's own special movement as well, with back 3+4 down back, creating space like a little mini haha step with the down back to get more space with it. Great block. Look at that. Out of there with just one of those. Oh, the sweep again, though. This is huge.
Oh my gosh. Gotta be careful. Nice.
Now full cross sweep. Oh, caught you stepping. So scary.
Nice.
Dude, look how much space that creates, and that's against Zafina's 444. That's a huge range homing attack.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Goes for the Tiger Parry. The follow-up here into the mix.
Woo!
One more time.
The Tiger Parries, get out of here. He's playing with his food. That was so scary. That was so scary with the rage drive attached to it. And the snake spikes for the win. Sapito showing us some late things.
That is
This is sick.
You don't really see that too much. Is the master of the animal styles.
Right, yeah.
It's crazy. Oh, the hit.
Dude.
The follow-up. That's going to hurt big time.
That's a 36-frame launcher.
Oh, yeah.
God
it's
damn.
the fake out. It's the fake out that gets everybody.
The animation gets everybody. Even the
everyone's like, oh, he's going for the low. Wait a minute.
Oh, wow, it's splatted from there. He's trying to convert, but he gets the back four. This is huge. This is huge.
Oh, he sidesteps
Oh,
instead.
my God. Wow.
How did he make that comeback?
Dude, the ground hitting 3-4 did so much damage, you know, and using the rage drive there perfectly just for that unscaled damage to get his. Oh my God.
If you're going to watch a match to get hype about Tekken, that whole match, start to finish, was just action packed with like back and forth, epic slow motions, and of course, an epic comeback. But man, these guys are really representing. I love what I'm seeing so far.
That was beautiful. You know,
but bring out Kazuya. Let me see Kazuya though.
Yes, you know, we saw the Sergie with the Zafina. He has a nice Zafina, but man, Sapito looking crazy with that single ha-ha into the down back, creating so much room, making it so hard for Sergie to even tag him in the neutral. You know, so you know, we might see Sergie switch over to the Kazuya. He has a lot more control in that mid-range neutral game. He's been doing it for years.
All right, so we are going to get into the second matchup here. Obviously, there is a chance for Sergie to pick another character, you know, a character maybe he's a little bit more known for. There were some key drops there from Zafina in terms of combo ability. Right. I feel like he did pretty good overall, though he obviously understood the spacing and the movement. However, I'm not going to say Zafina is not a good character for him. Zafina is a good character for almost anybody that's out there, but I feel like he has a better attunement with other characters.
That's well said, Mario. I think that's perfectly put. But man, you know, honestly, Sapito was making it look really hard with the way he was just getting out of range just so quickly on everything.
Oh, he's going to stick to it, but he switched outfits. We are in the geometric plane. Sergie using Zafina to continue out the set. Nice while standing 1-2.
Maybe it's even harder with the Kazuya to chase him down. Like, this lane movement is looking crazy. It's looking super efficient.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, you know, when you get to these guys that are character specialists that have been playing these characters for years and years and years, it's a different matchup. It is not the same matchup that you would see on paper. So these guys obviously have played against each other
since
like,
the tag one day. I always beat all the lane players online. Lane sucks. My character beats lane all the time. You know, it's just like, bro, you don't even know.
You know, Lei is actually one of those characters that a lot of people debate whether he's good or not. It's crazy how that discussion happens so much. I mean, we can all have the normal consensus that Zafina is strong, but to some people, Lei is not strong, but to some people that he is.
You know, I think a lot of the thing is that since he has so many stances, so many moves, so many things, right, it allows for a lot of player expression, and just the fact that he has all those options is going to make it, you know, so many varied play styles with him.
Oh yeah, there is that factor, of course, like what is he doing, or what the hell is he doing right now?
Sometimes it's good, sometimes they kill themselves for it, you know, like the play dead stuff. But nice, there's the block on the sweep, and getting the optimal punish to get a launch on it too. Perfectly carried to the wall. Nice, Sapito tying it up real quick in the game.
Oh yeah, and he's threatening to, of course, take the set if he's able to close it out here. So Sergie's really gonna have to kind of tune things up.
I just love the back turn forward just to check with the mid, even though he has follow-ups. Great interrupt there before the Tiger 2-2 came out. A lot of mini games happening from all the little animal stances from both characters. Oh, got him with the guard breaks string. Just a little poke afterwards. Oh, big counter and back turn down one.
Yeah, that was huge. He has the wall as well. This is not looking good for Sergie. Here we go. One round away. Sapito wants to get that nice big dub on the scoreboard, of course. He wants to be able to qualify into our bracket play.
Like we said, this is round robin, so 2 zeros are way better than 2 1s. And Sapito totally playing like it.
Oh, man, he's keeping him at the wall.
Back 2 into the... I'm loving this Okazemi from Sapito. The lane mastery, we're seeing it. Dude, oh, only minus 13.
Yeah, he's going for that pressure with the forward neutral 2 version of the Razor Rush. I like what he's doing here. Keeping him at the wall, using those. That is knowledge.
Great place.
Knowledge is power. That was crazy.
Under the first 2 highs. That was so sick.
Damn. That's why he picked. That's why he picked Zafina. That is crazy. Here we go. Big round.
To do that in the clutch for the set right there, that was so sick. Oh, but the rave spin. You know, every time I watch a lay, I'm just like, they have rave spin, man. They'll be all right. Every time a lay player complains about their character, I'm like, bro, you got rave spin.
Yeah, rave spin's actually pretty damn good. Oh, here's a hop kick, and he's going to close it out. What he missed, he went forward.
Dude, yeah,
brilliant.
So smaller characters can roll forward. That was so sick.
Is he going to come back?
Pick Zafina. We're seeing the knowledge. Oh, side rolls.
Oh my God, he's gonna work this?
Final check! Are you kidding me? Oh, but the Razor Rush! Sapito stayed alive and winning the set. That was so good.
You know, that's gonna have to
putting it together. Oh,
that's gonna stick around to Sapito. He's gonna know next time, like, hey, if I'm gonna do a combo, I'm not gonna do one of those ones with the tornado kicks, because there are certain characters that can hold forward and avoid the second hit. And that was quite the surprise. I wasn't ready for that, and I'm sure he wasn't either.
Yeah, we saw Sergie with the character matchup knowledge in the set with the down 4-1+2 going under the forward neutral 4-1, and also right there at the end, but still was not enough to take him dub on the set. So great stuff to Sapito there. I really got to love seeing that lay. We're going to get to see more of him because the round robin style. And he was just putting on an exhibition of lay stuff, and it's just like super efficient in tournament play as well.
Oh, yeah. And that's where you got to be. You have to be efficient when it comes to, I mean, this is crazy because, like, you know, I want to say, like, when we have our usual format, like, all right, we have the losers bracket, we have some ability to kind of chill. There's no chill today. There's no chill today. You have to perform every single match. You do not have the luxury of, you know, the losers bracket here. I mean, even when you qualify into the bracket play, you have to think that you're going to have to beat these guys in longer sets no matter what.
And coming out first place from the pool versus, you know, second, you know, it's like coming out of pools from winners or losers. So everything counts. Everything counts. As we saw earlier, first match of the day, Noel coming back with that beautiful steed, that dashing forward back one. I love to see it. Woo.
He's going up against Sapito next, though. And I'm actually going to be interested, really interested. We just saw Sapito playing his brilliant lay. But as they go into this matchup, what does he have planned, or what do these players have planned for each other? It's an interesting matchup, I think, Lay versus Steve. I know it's a matchup that you've played a lot as well. How do you feel about this? Because I feel like Lay has a lot of tools that work against Steve, but also Steve has so many tools that help restrict Lay as well.
That's true. Yeah. You know, honestly, Lay, I think in the older games was a lot scarier in this matchup because like the faster play deads and then like Steve not really having great ground hitting options. But in the later Tekken, later Tekkens like 6 and beyond, like ever since he changed his play dead, it seems like it's a little bit easier for Steve, but man, Lay definitely has some stuff against Steve. Like forward 4 is like an exceptional, strangely good and bad high crush at the same time for Lay. Like sometimes the high crush is clean, sometimes he gets back one out of it, but it's just like, you know, they could go for the payoff on those.
Yeah, I can't believe he went for the side step 2 there, but he was able to make it work. He's still using that side step 2.
Yeah, and just playing around with like, am I going to do the second hit of the string even though it's high or not, or am I just going to do the first? We're seeing a lot of that from Sapito, even from that back turn 4 as well. I like just the reserved use of just the single versions as well, just to throw the opponent off when he does want to use the second hit.
Oh yeah, a lot of this I think is going to come down to timing as well. One of the moves that we just saw Sapito kind of brandishing out in the repertoire there is that forward 4-3. Forward 4-3 has a really deceptive range where it can crush highs. So if he's able to kind of thread that needle and find the right timing, that could be disastrous for Noel.
And like we saw earlier in the matchup with Sergie, Sapito with that half step that he does, right? That 4-4-3 gets even stronger there. Oh, yeah. But man, Noel is sticking to him right now. Finds the side step 4. He tried to weave away, but caught the weave as well.
Oh, here we go.
Threatening with the mix.
Nice.
Just a low poke, and gets the 3-1-1 sidewall, so he doesn't overcommit for the combo and lets him tech, and then goes for the 50-50.
Yeah, very strong round there. Sapito in trouble, but I feel like Sapito's playing with confidence still.
Yeah, he is. He's not deterred, but man, great whip punish there. On the incoming too, as Noel was dashing in. Big counter at up 4-3 for Sapito. This is huge damage. Gonna get the wall. Got the running one, grounded hit, nice. Oh, he gets the duck with just the wall standing 4. Still good though. No, it's not good. Never mind. Why would I say anything?
Oh my gosh, the wall carry. Oh, why did he do that? He has to be careful. Oh
my god.
Yo, South America loves slow-mos. Oh my gosh, that was crazy.
Oh, he tried to get the whip punish there. Didn't get it. Dude, he dashed in for it too. Oh, he tried to convert it from that?
Oh, damn. Yeah. And that would have been damaging too. That sequence at the wall, if you could get it right, does so much damage. Ooh.
That was sick. He was trying to get the ground. Wow. Dude.
Grounded, unscaled power, man.
Yeah, that would have been sick. I honestly respect that attempt.
It's funny too. There are those moments, like, you know, us as Tekken players, where we're like, what is he doing? Oh, that's what he's doing.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like, wow. He really went for that. That was sick though, honestly, if it would work. Oh man, look at this. So close in like 20 seconds left. Sapito, how is he gonna do this? Noel putting up the wall of back ones, but it was just a message from a carrier pigeon. He was just baiting you to go for your rave spin. You want to get under this back one, don't you? You want to get under this back one, don't you? Oh, that's
there's no time.
10, but it doesn't even matter. Great stuff from Noel, man. Super well played. Dude, the speed that they're both playing at, and Sapito still doesn't look deterred. You know, he doesn't look scared, like you say. He still looks very confident, holding his ground against Noel. But Noel's a beast, dude. Like he's so ready for the whiff punishment and everything, even when he's dashing forward or backwards. You know, he's always ready and always like keeping track of where his movement is.
Oh yeah. Which is key. I mean, it's great to see that, you know, such clean play and consistency when it goes with that. I feel like because of that, are we going to see Sapito take bigger risks as he kind of tries to open up his opponent? Because, you know, we saw, I guess Noel saw knew that the wave sweep was coming. That guy kind of is like, oh, Lay's losing. What is he going to do? I'm going to go for a wave sweep, right? That's kind of like a thing. We know that as players. But man, I feel like that's where it becomes scary, is when you build that expectation. He's going to go for like a duck into forward 4-3. He's going to fake out a rave sweep. There's all kinds of possibilities there.
Yeah,
but
that was just layer 1. You know, it's like rounds. You know, time's winding down. I gotta apply mix, rave spin. You know, it was kind of like baited from Noel too. Like he kind of threw like a range 3 back 1 into a flicker 1, and then he just hit the brakes. You know, and then you see Sapito dash in just to close the gaps to make sure the rave spin is at least gonna connect, and then he's like, "You're doing a rave spin. I just baited you." You know, it was so well played. So well played.
Round 1.
Sapito with the character switch to the Ling.
This is huge because Ling definitely has. I mean, Ling is one of those characters in Tekken where she kind of forces you to play her game. It's one of those ones just because of the threat or the presence of Art of Phoenix and her ability to kind of move and get in and out of situations. She's a different kind of beast.
Noel, though, he's just. Dude, he is a monster. He hit the hardest counter it down for 2 combo at the beginning, and it's been nothing but Sonic Fang with punishment. But Sapito setting something up here, going for Oki. Okay, nice down jab, interrupt. The wall's so solid, man.
He knows his options. He definitely knows his options in and out of certain situations, and it's been working out for him. Oh, that was a nice whip punish there. Sapito looking again.
Good with that. Standing 3 twice already.
Nice. I like it.
Nice, gets the pickup. That's a really hard pickup. That's a really tight one.
And that's the thing too, is like that mix up, especially from her sidesteps ability to use that 1+2, get into a combo. But again, looking very strong.
Very strong, yeah. 1+2, technically a safe mid launcher if you could get the pickup every time.
Uh-oh.
Nice block on the sidestep 4. We saw the mid. He was predicting the low now. Oh. Trying to use the AOP to get under the flicker jabs and the back ones, but there's always like a while standing 1 or a mid check instead. Like Noel's so aware when she wants to go into AOP or checking with a down 2. Like, dude, Noel's a beast right now. It's like a perfect blend of offense and defense right now. Holy moly, when will it stop?
Oh, he tried to get him.
Went for the cheeky back row catch setup.
Oh, he's so good at getting these errant hits and converting. Here's the follow-up. He has a good read on the rhythm, but again, you know, you're dealing with Steve. Sometimes that rhythm is not what you see.
Yeah, you get one of those around, but you need one more. You know, and getting that one more might be so hard. Dude, and just trying to get that one more right now is getting scary. Back ones and down forward twos in play. The down forward one to catch the Cali roll. Misses the ender, gets the punish on it. Wow, the down jab interrupt. And Noel knew that it was on the back, so he's going to get the back turn while standing 1-2. Just so solid in his situational awareness, man. Looking so good.
I mean, this is exactly why he is the points leader for the region. He is so solid. He's able to kind of adapt and also impose his will on his opponents. And right now he's up 2-0 in Group A. And he's doing pretty damn good.
He's the leader of the points, leader of his pool. Things are looking good for him right now.
Oh, yeah. Of course, there are going to be a few more matches as we kind of figure out who is going to be getting our top two. We can't make a decisive decision just yet. But, of course, every one of these players will have a chance to play against one another. Let's go over some of the upcoming events as well. You know, this weekend we have today, Saturday, the South America event. Of tomorrow, we will be doing the broadcast for West Africa as well. And then the following week, we have Central America. And then in December, we have the Philippines and East Asia, followed by South Asia, and so many other events leading up towards the end of the year and early next year. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that for these Tekken Online Challenge regional finals events.
That's right. Yeah, mark them down. The round robin format, I love to see it. And we still got many more Tekken matches coming up for you guys. You know, like the specialists, like the Sapito with the sick lay, and the Noel with just like the super well-rounded Steve. And then later on, this is only the first pool. You know, we still got Pool B coming up with Abel. Like Abel is a beast. He's been like killing it in his region for years. But man, you know, it's honestly a treat for us because like at first we kind of only got to see Abel. Like he's been a top dog in his region for a long time. He got to travel a little bit before the pandemic hit, but then you know and then we were starting to see more and more of these players come out from the region just from the online play, and going to their offline regionals and the majors and stuff. But man, I can't wait until offline is fully back in effect to see these guys out here. Sergie Mazter coming up again. We got to see his Zafina. We haven't got to see that Kazuya yet.
Oh yeah, I have a good feeling we will see it before at least the end of the day. So Alonso and Sergie going to be going at it as they battle it out. Both old school players that have been playing for quite some time now. You guys can see who they're, which players they respect. Help Me, who is of course a legend out of Korea, and Jang Ik-soo, who is probably one of the most known legends, most known unknown legends in Tekken history.
Yeah, if he started like around when I started, like everybody still heard of Jang Ik-soo. But nowadays, I'm just like, do they still know about Jang Ik-soo? But like, you know, honestly, the new school heads too, like they go back and watch the Tag 1 videos and it's like, dang, that guy was wave dashing like that in those days on those sticks. Like, there's no excuse
20
why
years
I can't
ago,
learn it now.
More than 20 years ago, he was doing that kind of stuff. He was
you gotta imagine like all the stuff that, like, you know, the stick technology that has advanced, like the grommet tech, all that stuff. Like they weren't even playing on the same type of setups. You know, like can you imagine doing all that? And then, you know, that's honestly one of the biggest things that I've seen from Peru when I got to go there into Collision 2019. They're playing Tag 1 on arcade cabinet. Sometimes they're not even using the same lever on 1P and 2P side. I'm just like, how do they keep up with this? I'm like, dude, there's 13-year-old kids wave dashing in your face. Like you can't even keep up with them. It's crazy.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of international Tekken fans is they keep the games alive. You know, I'm going to be very honest and very candid. The communities, even before we had esports events or official events from the Bandai Namco side, the community is what kept the game alive. And Absolutely. they've been organizing their own events. They've been playing their locals, grinding it out with other players around the world. And this was even before the advent of online gaming. These guys just love the games and they continue to play it. And you love to see how the growth has worked out for so many different regions. And I feel like this past few years with the highlight of esports and Tekken in the space, we really got to see more of this variety or this cultural diversity with the game. And it's amazing to see. Like, you've had the experience of going to South America. We've had the experience of going pretty much all over the world, really seeing the showcase of so many players. I mean, let's not even talk about 2019 and how crazy it was to see the rise of Pakistan. It's crazy.
Right,
you know, you were talking about how Abel has traveled quite a bit. You know, he's one of the representatives here out of South America. But I remember very vividly that he went out to the Korean Master event, I think it was in 2019, and he got into the top 8. And that's almost unheard of for anyone going into Korea from an outside country. Even from Japan back then, it was like kind of unheard of.
Insane, right? Like that, you know, Korea and Japan, like before we knew about Pakistan in like 2018, 2019, right? Like when Arsenal came onto the scene, huge, right? Like we've heard about like, I remember hearing about it, like little glimmers of it, little glimpses of it here and there, just from my little scene in SoCal, you know. Pakistan has a scene. Pakistan has a scene. Like you would hear that every couple of years, but we never got to see it on the world stage. And you know, before that, like Mark, you were saying, it's always been like Korea and Japan, right? That everybody around the world, especially like highest level, where do you look? Korea and Japan, right? And like what Abel did, that is no easy feat by any means. There's like just being able to go to Japan or Korea and get top 8 in one of their majors is honestly one of the hardest things to do, because even like the people that you run into in pools, like just the people that you never even heard of, they're killers. Like they're all crazy killers.
Oh yeah, and you got to think about it too, because of the age of the game. You know, obviously when a game is brand new, that's usually when it's most popular. But for Tekken 7, it was weird because competitively the game grew year over year, and that's not something that our community is used to at the very least. But along that, not only did it grow, it grew our awareness for different regions, and I think that's why it's so beautiful. And you can see it kind of in how we have the Tekken Online Challenge structured. We are bringing more and more regions to the forefront where we can highlight these events. The advent of the dojo tournaments system as well is really kind of what enables a lot of the local scenes to put their players on a different platform where more and more people can be aware of their results and their training and, you know, their journey as they try to get into bigger and better things like the Tekken World Tour Finals and stuff like that. But I think it's brilliant. I got to give a huge shout out to everyone at Bandai Namco Entertainment, at least on the esports side, to really put this together, especially the Hado. You guys know him. He works at Twitch now, but he was crucial in making sure that, you know, this community grew, and it did.
And, you know, give it up to you guys in the chat, too. All you Tekken fans out there, like, helping the game grow every year. This is like, you know, every time I look at Tekken 7 as, like, you know, stepping back and looking at it, you know, it's just like, I think Tekken 7 was like a community game because, like, everybody put in, you know, Markman Harada was traveling every tournament in, like, Tag 2 days, early Tekken 7, just, like, getting ideas, and then we get the implementation of that slow-mo. Like, bro, that is like the best implemented thing in fighting games, man. Like, and we're seeing it more and more in other fighting games, and it's honestly like, dude, the slow-mos is like super sick, man.
I'm gonna be very, very honest with you. When slow-mos happen, I'm still trying to learn how to talk during slow-mos.
There's no way.
I make noises. I make noises. Sometimes I see Rip too. When that happens, Rip can talk, and I was like, man, this guy has special powers. I can't talk yet when slow-mos are happening. I'm still trying to learn that skill, but it's an amazing thing that happens, and when it does happen, you can't help but react like with emotion.
Yeah,
and sometimes my emotions just go like, oh.
It's like automatically like pog face. You have to put it on. It's just like put on your best pog face and then try to get a word out. A lot of times it's going to be a high pitched scream for me, but it's so good, man. It's so good. But yeah, just so you guys know, everybody waiting. We're just, you know, waiting for the players. Had a little bit of a technical difficulty. We'll be right back with some more matches. We got Pool A still going. Noel with the points leader throughout the season. Also the points leader in the round robin. 2-0 in the pool so far. Sapito 1-1. Sergie Mazter 0-1. And Alonso 0-1 as well. Sergie Mazter was looking really good as well earlier this year. Like he won Evo online, but man, right now not doing too hot in this pool. But that was only the first set for him.
Oh yeah, I gotta say, you know, just talking about, you know, how much I am as a fan of these players. I want to say my favorite going into this is Sergie's Kazuya.
Yeah,
we haven't seen
dude.
it yet. We haven't seen it yet, but he is definitely one of my favorite players to watch, just because of we don't get to see Mishima players at the high level as much.
No, yeah. Like, I mean, in Tag 1 days, you see it all over the place. And, like, even Tag 2, you would kind of see it here and there. But, like, it just requires, like, that little extra work, that little extra crouch dash input in tournament play. And sometimes, like, in the clutch, when you're not getting your electric or you're windy as your whip punish, when you could have just done, like, dash down forward 2, it feels bad sometimes. So it's like, yeah, a lot of times a lot of players don't stick around with the Mishimas in tournament play because of those reasons. But man, it's honestly such a treat to see. But all right, guys, looks like we're going to be going into a short little commercial break, and we'll be right back with some more Tekken Online Challenge Regional Finals for South America. All right, welcome back, guys. Short little break. Tekken Online Challenge, South America Regional Finals, and we got the match queued up and ready to go for you guys. You guys are joined with me, MYK, and Lord Markman.
What's up, guys? All right, we are getting into more action. We are in the middle of Group A stages. Every player has played so far. We know what the scores are currently. Noel, obviously the leader, he's undefeated in group play so far. We're going to go to some of the two other players that I don't think that either one of these players have a win yet, right?
No, yeah, both of these guys are kind of struggling in the pools, getting to a dub here. We'll tie them up with Sapito. And that's the thing with round robin that gets kind of crazy, right? If one of these guys wins, they're going to be tying with Sapito. And, the next set of matches is so crucial for them because it's just like, are we going to tie and then we're going to have the tiebreaker, or am I actually going to win out of the pool by getting the points? Or, that's the scary part about this format.
Yeah, and it's not just about, again, who gets out on the winner side. I feel like it could be very tricky on what the score count is for second place, because you got to imagine as we go into this, we might have a three-way tie for second. It's crazy how kind of things lay out, and then once you have somebody that's dominating the entire group pool, then that battle for second place becomes even more heated.
You just brought back some past memories of
that you were involved in, right?
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute, three-way tie in a round robin. I was like,
three-way tie for second is scary. I mean, the thing is, like, you can get
so familiar.
It's crazy. I remember. So if you guys don't know, but the North American finals for the King of Iron Fist tournament, this was before the precursor of the TWC. There was a three-way tie between MYK, Jimmy J Tran, and was it Speed Kicks?
Speed Kicks, yeah.
It was a three-way tie, and
I felt like we were in a time paradox, dude. After each round, like I think the first round I beat Jimmy again, and I'm going into my corner, and Tasty Steve, it was the hype man on stage. I was like sitting in my corner, and he was like patting me down for my sweat. I'm like, I don't know if I can keep going, Steve. He's like, you got him, Mike. You gotta keep fighting. I just felt like I was in an actual boxing match. But here we go. We got Sergie bringing out the Kazuya.
Oh yeah, this is what I want to see. But we also see the first appearance of Fahkumram. Another, a lot of people will say is very much a tournament character. But, I feel like we've been seeing less and less of this character as time has gone on.
You know what's interesting? Another really great thing in this matchup in particular is that Kazuya technically can twin piston launch every single one of Fahkumram's lows. So if he ever blocks a low, it's a launch for Kazuya.
There is a really deceptive range, though, where if it's too far away while standing. One will miss, but look at that. He just kicked his neck off.
Oh no, gets the counter. Wow, okay, second hit.
What is going on? Oh my god.
The combos.
Hey, Alonso with the interesting pick. He didn't get the knockdown. What's going on? He wants to keep him there?
This is crazy.
Maybe he's remembering which character he's using.
Oof. And you know, you're not going to launch him if you don't block him. That's another thing. Oof.
I feel like that could be a hidden strength. Oh my god. Oh my god, what happened?
Look at this live. Every round he's hitting a jet kick. What the hell, man? Dude, I already called that move a GG move, and he's hitting one per round. Like, jeez.
Nice. Keeps him there. And you got to remember, Fahkumram is a big boy. He is a big boy when it comes to getting juggled and hit.
And you know, that round ender right there, too. Standing 3, so good. Also has strings attached to it as well. So solid. Getting nice the blocks. Nice whip punish with the down forward 4. Dude, look at the long range of this fighter. Just juking him out with the strings.
Uh-oh.
And that's a wall splat throw, and this should be game. Bing, bang, boom.
Nice and clean 3 rounds straight here for Alonso. To start off their set, Sergie's going to have to go back to the drawing board, man. That was rough.
That was definitely rough. You know, it looked like Sergie was kind of having a tough time moving around and stuff with those giant jet kicks moving around all over the place. Like, he got hit by one of those round 1 and 2. Like, jeez.
All right, of course, we're going to get ready with more of the matches coming up. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is the Tekken Online Challenge. Regional finals for South America. We're highlighting, you know, some of the great countries that are involved. We have players from Peru, Bolivia. Man, I didn't get the list of all the countries that are playing, but it's at least 4 different countries. It's at least 4 different countries.
Yeah, that's so sick to see. So sick to see all these guys duking it out with each other. And, you know, just tomorrow, too, we're also going to get Africa as well.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Mark your calendars down. We got a Tekken event for the rest of the year, and also kind of going into the middle, kind of going into the beginning of next year as well. So it's gonna be super exciting. We got more regional finals for you guys, and you know that's not over yet. Sergie definitely has some adjustments to do. Like the Fahkumram was coming out swinging, and like it just seemed like such a good choice too. Like the way that he was using, Alonso was implementing the strings at the right times, and like just making it really hard for Sergie to get his footing in the match.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see if he bounces back. This is obviously a huge for both of these players. This is huge to be able to get on the scoreboard because neither one of them have a win so far in group play. So. This is definitely going to be a trendsetter of a score.
Yeah, Sergie, you know, he just, you know, that's the tough thing about Mishimas too. Like a lot of times too, we hear about not trying to give like Sergie too much of a cushion because he's a great player and you guys all know it. But it's just like, you know, you guys hear about those like, I have my Mishima off days where like none of my electrics come out or all my electrics turn into down 2s or something. You know, it just feels bad when those days happen, and especially if it's on a tournament day. But man, like Sergie definitely needs to loosen up. I'm not seeing his usual movement either. It's also hard to move around jet kick, but either way, I'm not seeing it from Sergie. I'm not seeing the usual Sergie.
Yeah, I think it's a challenge, and you know, kind of just like what you mentioned, is like you got to be on point. And it's hard to be on point all the time with those characters because of the optimization and knowing what you have to put into those characters. And I think that's not just for Mishimas. That goes for a lot of different characters and your movement in general when it comes to being comfortable and feeling in the zone. Obviously, it's a lot easier to do it offline than it is online. So I got to give it up for these players for just making these constant adjustments as they play.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just... Fahkumram is a beast of a character still. It's just like, you know, Kazuya can launch all of his lows. It's just like, he's just playing the range game. He's just keeping you at bay with like down 4-4, 3+4, jet kicks, and 3. And it's just like, how are you going to get in, bro? How are you going to get in? Oh, man, it's looking tough. And look, okay. Seems like we're having a little bit of tech issues as well. We'll be right underway back into the match. We only got to get to see a glimpse of that first one, but hopefully we can get the next one too up on stream. I'm super excited. I want to see more Sergie's Kazuya.
Oh yeah,
and this is a huge one for him too, because if he loses this one, he's down 0-2 in the whole pool. Like it's really not looking good if he doesn't win this whole set. And even though he wins this set here, it's still a 2-1. Like if he ties with somebody else and they go back to like points and stuff, and if they're counting games in the set, it's not looking good, man. That one could really cost him.
Oh yeah, that's why I mentioned early on, man. Every one of these matches count. You gotta again try to get the best score as you can, and if possible, do it in clean 2-0 fashion, like our guy Noel has been doing for most of the day.
Dude, he looks like it. The Noel I'm so impressed with as well, with just like going in and out and playing so fast. You know, just like he can switch from offense to defense on a dime. It feels like, and. And that's not an easy skill to have, you know. It's just like, how can you go from defense to offense that quickly? And it's just like, and the mess. But man, it's never easy. Never easy.
Never an easy feat. I mean, this game is. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the chat will agree or disagree, but this game, sometimes you have a love-hate relationship with making sure that you are able to perform at your best.
It's hard, man. You know. I saw even Mac, an NA player, like tweet about it a couple weeks ago, where he was just like, "Tekken's really hard to stay consistent at, guys." You know, and he's one of our top players, and he's just like, it's a hard game to stay, because it's just like, if you're good for a little bit, right? If you're good for a little while, people start doing their research. People start doing the Batman tech. And that's the beauty of modern day fighting games now, is that the tech is so readily available. People's match footage is all over the place. So it's like, if you want to do your homework and try to get that extra leg up, it's like, oh, what do they like to do in this scenario? What do they like to do in the panic scenario? What do they like to do here? You know, you can really kind of start to research the player just by watching their match footage.
Oh yeah, and that's the beauty of things too. But it's also probably one of the most frustrating things that are out there.
It's a double-edged sword. Yeah, it's hard to stay on top, right? And that's honestly the hardest thing. And honestly, like, I got to give it up to like the players that do stay super consistent and on top when all things are on the table, right? Because it's just like a Super Akuma in the EU region, super consistent. Right. And also like Knee, like, how the hell has he been that consistent for so many years? You know, it's just like that just goes to show you like how much work and dedication that they put into the game, and also that the training pays off, man. And I've been seeing it in many other games too. It's just like seeing an online warrior go to their first offline event and then beating the top dogs that have been winning the locals. Like, whenever I get to see that, that's magic happening right there, you know. And we get to see that too here in the online challenge as well. So big shout outs to Bandai Namco once again for holding it down for the last 2 years. Last year we got the exhibitions. This year we got the online challenge. We got the regional finals now. And, you know, they've been giving us stuff to watch at home and just keeping the competition alive and just making it fun for all of us, too. And we're getting offline slowly coming back. And we're seeing, like, some of the players that came from the online realm only transition to offline. Like, you know, we've been saying that with the NA region as well. But it's just all that stuff's been such a treat to watch.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of treat to watch, aside from these matches, we still have Group B that's going to be coming up later on today, and I think I'm excited personally because, you know, I've seen Abel has been practicing using you know, a number of different characters, but he uses mainly Eddie and Eliza, right, as kind of his main characters. Mm-hmm. But I have a feeling he's maybe preparing another character into the mix, which I think would be fun.
What? I don't even.
You gotta, I mean, as top players, you gotta learn
that I didn't know about. Like, I didn't even know he had a third character. Like,
well, that's the thing. Like with a lot of players, especially in this region, these guys don't usually stream, right? And we probably see them more often in events. But when they do show up every now and then, I think we learn more from them. Got it. Just was told that we are having a few issues getting the players into the match, so I apologize, guys, but we are going to be getting in with the matches right away, and then once we get into that, we will continue with Group A as our round robin continues. We are pretty close to getting towards the end of it and finding out who is going to be our points leaders and, of course, the top 2 qualifiers. So just hang in there as we get towards that.
Absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, like Markman was saying, Pool B, bunch of killers as well in that pool, this top 8. And then, that's the thing. The points leader of each pool comes out in winners, right? And then and then there's 2 per pool. And then that determines the top 4 for later on. And the top 4 is going to be a regular style tournament. It's not going to be round robin anymore, but it's going to be first to 3 matches all the way through for that top 4. So it's still a lot more Tekken to go, but man, we're just still trying to finish up Group A. We're just having a little bit of a technical difficulty at the moment. So hang tight, guys. We're almost there. We got some more good Tekken for you guys. Sergie Mazter versus Alonso Gonzales, and Alonso with the Fahkumram versus Sergie's Kazuya, up 1-0. Sergie kind of in trouble this one. Kind of in trouble. Got to really turn it around from here on out. But man, I'm really excited to see how the rest of this pool plays out. Like, I still want to see more Sapito Lei. I still have such a blast watching him too. Like, just the way he was playing against Sergie earlier against Zafina was just beautiful, man. Just that stuff is art. Like, seeing the character specialist pull out the specialty stuff in tournament in the heat of the battle, I'm just like, chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss indeed. All right. As the players kind of get into it, I was just kind of thinking about, all the different possible matchups. So obviously right now, Noel doing very well. Very likely that he's going to get into the top 4. But looking at the matchups and the characters that he might have to go through later on, is there anything that kind of excites you of what we might see? Because, like, there's this particular matchup, like let's say the favorites going into this, both Abel and Noel make it in there. I'm excited for a possible Eddie versus Steve matchup, because that's a matchup I really don't see too often. I mean, we don't see Eddie too often in the finals.
Yeah, Eddie kind of fallen from grace a little bit from his tag 2 days, like tag
some people would say well deserved. Some people would say well deserved. I think got it. So we are going to be moving on to the next match here in our pool stage. I believe it's going to be Sapito versus Alonso, and we'll try to get the remainder match between Sergie and Alonso a little bit later on. But again, guys, thanks for hanging here with us as we get into these matches. Sometimes it's difficult to kind of coordinate and make sure all these matches are able to go smoothly, but nonetheless, we will be moving on, and I hope you guys look forward to it.
I am. Well, I just heard Sapito, and I just said I wanted to see more, so it must be my birthday. There we go, Alonso. We saw, looking at his character pool in tournaments, like the Negan, and then we just saw the Fahkumram. That sounds like a little rocks dragon. It sounds like infested rocks dragon from Korea. He plays the same characters. And Sapito, we saw the Ling earlier, but the Lei Master. Ooh,
oh yeah.
Can't wait to see. I can't wait to see more Lei tech. I've been loving that half haha step that he's doing and into down back to create space. I just want to see how to, like, every time I see that happen into a 4-4-3 for a whip punish, I'm like, yes, that is so sick.
I mean, honestly, for me, I like watching Lei, and I like seeing Lei win. How many Lei players can do that? There's not that many that are out there, so it's always a treat to kind of see that and kind of watch. And there's a lot of people that play these characters like Lei, characters like these specialty characters that you don't often see, like Hwarang, Lei, even Xiao Yu. So usually the community that plays these characters tend to kind of rally behind their heroes and like kind of cheer them onward. So excited to see this, but if he doesn't pick Lei, I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? With these specialty characters, it's just like like this melting pot of between solid and like specialty with the character, right? It's just like, I love to see it. But here we go, bringing out the Fahkumram again from Alonso, going up against Sapito's Lei.
This is the thing I love to see, is because, a lot of people consider Fahkumram to be one of the stronger, especially tournament characters in the game. But that also points it back, because he is a known character. What do these specialists have in store as a counter? What setups do they have? What baits do they have? What knowledge or specific knowledge for situations do they have?
Right, and especially playing a popular, easy to play character like Fahkumram, you might have fought 1 million Fahkumrams already as Sapito, right? Oh my god!
What a Lei round! That was a Lei round if I've ever seen one. That was so sick.
He did the full razor rush into the mid kick because Fahkumram's a big boy. He got those childbearing hips.
Oh yeah. Man, he's
Get
having
some
fun.
extra juice at the wall. That was so sick.
You can tell Sapito's having fun with this
That
one.
was so good. He went all the way to the razor rush, to the mid kick, to the crane, and let it rock from there to get the auto low crush.
Oh my God! He baited. He knew. He knew.
So unskilled. Oh, you're a big boy. You ain't rolling forward. Oh! Haha, step drunken 4. I love it.
Yo, he's having way too much fun. Oh
Yeah,
my God!
I'm having fun.
He is so good at that half haha into down back. He is so good at using that.
Yeah, he is a god at that, honestly. Dude, and also just threatening with it, and this time actually using back turn down 4. He's like, oh, you're gonna approach this. Might trip you if you get too close. Bro, the side step 2+3, the Tekken 3, and then avoiding the jet kick? That was what?
I mean, how's he going to deal with it? He has the wall now. Good positioning for Alonso. Alonso looking to, of course, get somewhere on the scoreboard. He's going to have a hard time with that momentum with Sapito.
Dude,
just too strong right now.
Wow.
Yo, he loves the razor rush with the right punch first. He likes that because I mean, one of the differences, visually maybe a lot of people don't know about because everyone's used to the regular razor rush, but the razor rush that starts with the right punch, if blocked, it causes a kind of a block stun, and it's very, very different in how you can kind of approach and mix up against the opponent. And we all know Fahkumram doesn't have the best sidestep,
right,
so
he might not even be able to step out of it because he's got those big hips. Yeah, that's true.
And that's one of the keys when fighting against the razor rush is because of the delay. You can kind of move, right? But maybe he can't.
Yeah, no, that's true. And especially with that special one with the guard stun, it's like the answer is you can step the third hit to the right, but Fahkumram, he's a big boy. He's a big boy, so he's going to be eating more damage just trying to move. And also right there, that first round that we saw from Sapito, right? He gets his different wall combos on Fahkumram. He gets the full razor rush into the... And then we got to see the setup. It was so sick, man. There was so many,
he did razor rush
many
into the crane stance, and then as soon as he saw him flinch with anything, that beat it out as a counter hit launcher to the wall, and I was like, that was chef's kiss, right? That was like, all right.
Yeah,
Lei Wulong Investigations, Private Eye, sign me up. I'm on the case.
And honestly, like watching the way and when Sapito uses that half haha step. And sometimes he goes for back turn moves. Sometimes he'll go for the back turn 4, the super long range mid kick, sometimes the back turn down 4. But a lot of times he's actually using it with down back to turn around completely. And he's just making it so hard for right there, round start. And look at that. He's full screen away already, getting to play his game. He's making it so hard for his opponents to chase him. Look at that. Out of there.
The big, nice duck into the wall rising 2. Gonna get some good damage out of this and the wall. We've already seen him optimize for his wall combos.
That was sick. Got the back 1+2 grounded hit into the stomp off the tech roll. Wow, dash in 1-2-4 whiff punish on the rage kick. That was really good. You got him! He's never there! He's never there!
He's having fun. He is definitely having fun with this. Is like, you know what? I have this movement system and it's not working for you. You're gonna have to really dive in deep if you want to hit me.
Yeah, this is so sick. Oh wow, double push. And there's a wall, gets the sidewall conversion. Beautiful. This is huge. And the side step right to make sure the angle, but still couldn't fix it for the wall.
That was sick.
That was a good attempt though. Yeah, that was really sick. Woo, Alonso turning it around quick. Here's a quick stab for you too, just to send a message. I love that.
Oh, caught him. Here's the follow-up. He's going to get the wall as well. Let's see what he does with it. What's the mix? Ooh, nice block.
And he ducked for just a smidge more just to see if the string would come out. That was beautiful.
Which is, I think, very difficult to do because, the ability to know, is he going to finish with the second hit? And Lei has that with 2 different sidestep attacks.
Right, yeah, that was really...
Wow, here we go.
Shove. No wall in play. Oh, the pressure, though. +4 again. Bro. Oh, you ain't stepping. And the wall was right there. That was the way he had to go, but the wall was right there. There's nowhere to go.
Oh, nice. He stuffed the back 2 there.
Oh, my God. Dude, the raid kick got hit out with the high. The 1-4 hit him out of it. The high crush is not activated. This is so scary. Tiger stance. He doesn't even want to be there. I wouldn't either. I don't blame you. Get out of there.
Oh, he wasn't ready. He did the jumping jab. I don't think that was intentional.
Definitely not, yeah. Oh. Sapito back to the neutral space.
What Alonso's doing a great job of, he's doing a jab check. He is not letting his opponent really kind of open him up.
Wow, gets the throw. This is big. Went for it twice. I like the attempt. Great interrupt. Great interrupt. What a challenge.
I like how he kind of dialed it back and he made Sapito kind of come towards him. Obviously with the life lead, there was no other option for him. And he kind of really made it all about, you know, you're not going to break me down. I'm going to be in control of this match. And what a great adjustment there from Alonso. Man, the Negan worked. The Negan definitely worked.
I love seeing the Negan, man. And the conversions with the sidewall, all the stuff was there. Like, woo. Woo! I could feel it too in between the rounds too. Like you saw Alonso finish it out with the down forward 1-1. He's like, I don't need to, but I want to. I need to send a message. Must bam, stab you. Not cool.
Not cool at all. Not in the slightest. That's going to put obviously both players back to the drawing board. We're going to see a final match between these two. We've already seen Sapito go back and forth between two of his characters. He still has Xiao Yu kind of on deck, but will he even change? That's the question. Do you feel like it might be worthwhile matchup wise to even switch to Ling?
You know, it's kind of scary because like Negan, just the fact that he has the bat, and especially with the back 1+2, it's really good against these stance characters because there's no funny business allowed. It's like the bat hits all the way to the ground. Like Ling, you want to play dead? Bam! Ling, you want AOP? The only thing about Ling, though, is Ling has a built-in sidestep right into the AOP. Naturally, it's built into the stance. So that could get her out of a lot of stuff. But if you mistime it and then they kind of delay or they hold forward into so they could track with you while you're going into AOP and then do back 1+2 and call that out, that's also a counter launcher. That's why it's also one of my favorite. It's my favorite move in Tekken 7. Not one of my favorites. It is my favorite move. Negan's back 1+2. It's a ground hitting plus on block counter hit launcher. Like, and it's a bat attached to it. Like, what more could you ask for?
Round 1.
All right, he's going to stick to Lei. This is a very, very important battle, especially when it comes down to the standings. Let's see who's going to take him. Nice.
Caught him out of the air, though, so it's not going to be a full combo. Doesn't bite on the back 1-2. Gets the punish as well. Not the full string. I know about that. Tekken 3.
Not the right time to test him there.
Intimidation 2 grounded stun. I love seeing it.
Oh, he caught him. That down forward 2 still hits pretty damn low as far as the hitbox goes.
Back 3 usage there with the knee and the stomp, the big stomp from Negan. You don't see that very much.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Sapito is going to have to really try to open up his opponent. However, if he does get a big hit near the wall especially.
Didn't get anything from it though, but there it is. Backdash with punish to Miggy Uppa. Alonso, great choice with Negan, man. Like, everything's looking good for him.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of, you know, just not overexerting his distance. You know, he's controlling the right space.
Yeah, and just the fact that Negan has a bat is really helping him out. Sapito gets the rave kick. Going in, snake, 4, just a 4. Doesn't do the low into the high, and that saved his life there because Alonso was ducking. Oh, Negan strings!
Here we go. He's going to get the wall as well. Into the stab. No, he just keeps him there. Into the grab. Oh my gosh, he's so lucky he didn't have the wall behind him.
So scary. Sapito has way too much work to do, and Alonso just backdashing away.
This is huge. Big opportunity here for Alonso to be...
Counter hit confirmed.
Oh, nice running one. What's he going to do? How's he going to deal with it? Ooh! That's one way to do it. That is one. Whoa, no, not late. Okay.
Oh my God, lucky break. Thank his lucky stars. Like, that round should have been over already, but then he dropped the combo, but luckily he got another one right after.
Yo, that move is coming out. There's the forward 4-3. Should be able to push towards the wall.
Just short of it. The 1+2 throw. Nice break this time.
Yeah, no lemon squeezing for you.
I love Sapito's sidestep into animal stance and just, oh no, but the throw, the other throw. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, this is big. This is big. This is a big counter launcher for Sapito. Setting him up.
Went for the Oki there from the down 4-2 snake transition.
God! Oh my God! Oh, those sidestep twos are getting scary.
If Alonso gets one hit here, he could end it.
It's over if he gets it. A launch here is over. It's a one-hit game. Essentially here.
Oh, the wall's gonna save him.
Oh, he could
Oh my god.
Oh, and that's gonna be it. Alonso taking it 2-1 over Sapito.
I like the sequence there because the way he dialed it into, he delayed his hits towards the end. Like, you know what? If I'm not going to get a clean combo, I'm going to make sure he doesn't know when I'm going to input the mid or the low. And he made it work out. So that was good stuff there from Alonso. Able to come out on top there in that very heated matchup because, you know, Sapito, he came out on fire early on. You know, like Fahkumram, no problem. But the Negan pick really kind of sealed it there.
Yeah, you know, the extended range on Negan with the bat, even though Fahkumram has like super big limbs in general, it ain't no bat. You know, it's not a bat that could hit grounded, and a lot of the times it was exactly that. And also to Alonso, just like the conversions, everything was looking good, and also when Sapito needed to make a comeback, Alonso was just backdashing away. It's like, I'll take the you know, tip range rave spin, but ain't no mid that you can hit me with that to make a comeback. And that's super well played, super good conditioning on his part. But here it is, another look at the